Hi, this is Leanna from Project Heal, and I'm here with Duff Goldman.
We're gone.
Project Heal promotes healthy eating and positive body image. We educate high schoolers by visiting health classes. If you were to go into a classroom to discuss the very same things, how would you promote
I
self-acceptance?
think your inner beauty is the most important thing. I think the thing that you have to do is make sure you're a good person, first and foremost, and that if somebody is going to judge you by the way that you look, chances are those people are usually directing that comment at themselves. You know what I mean? That's what I found is when people sort of people make fun of me, and it's like usually they're just making fun of themselves. And when you kind of sort of realize that most of the negative things that people can say or do externally really come from a place of low self-esteem. When you have good self-esteem, when you feel good about yourself, you're really not going to say anything bad about somebody else because you're going to have more empathy. If somebody say is in a bad financial situation, or if somebody's I don't know, covered in zits, whatever it is that like kids in high school get. I mean, I was covered in zits too at one point. You know what I mean? So it's like we all go through it. Puberty's weird, and you really empathize with that person. You're just like, oh man, that sucks. You really feel bad for them. Now there's another part of inner beauty too, which is also your inner health. And it's one thing for to look like you belong on the cover of a magazine, and unfortunately we live in a society that glorifies that. But it's another thing though to be healthy. Vascular health is really good. My muscle strength is very good. I'm a pretty strong dude. Played sports all through high school and college. I've never been skinny. I've always been a big dude. And even when I was playing lacrosse, playing ice hockey, playing everything, I was definitely like the round guy on the ice. You know what I mean? But like whatever, I could still lay people out. Which is the important thing. Sometimes having a little extra padding there kind of helps. You know what I mean? That's inner beauty. And I think for external beauty, I think there's a lot of things where you just need to accept who you are as a person. If there's something you don't like, you got to realize that man, everybody has the potential to change this. I think that it's really important just to just be cool with yourself. I mean, obviously, I'm not a fashion icon. I'm wearing a dirty hockey jersey, a ripped up pair of army shorts, and some shoes that used to be cool, but then I started
they're still
riding.
really cool.
Well, I've been riding my motorcycle on them, and I shouldn't be, and I'm getting my clutch pedal has been messing up my shoes.
Your cakes serve as a metaphor for life. The Charm City staff spends countless hours making the cake appear beautiful. An equal amount of time, and probably more importantly, is working on the inside, because the foundation is what stabilizes the cake, and that the inside is where the flavor is. If you were to prepare a recipe for life, what percentage should be devoted to the inside?
A recipe for life, and what percentage of it? Well, that's a tough question. I think that the biggest thing is really, we need to be cool with who we are on the inside, because if you're not, if you don't love yourself, nobody else is going to love you. Nobody can. You won't let them. If I don't feel good about who I am, on the inside, on the outside, just in general, the whole package, if I don't feel good about myself, then whoever is going to be interacting with that package, they're not going to enjoy it. They don't want it either, because they know that if I'm hating myself, if every day I look in the mirror and I'm like, ugh, that's a sign for one, I got to change something, okay? Because if I look in the mirror and I don't like what I see, then I got to change it. And changing it is not as hard as people think. I mean, it's not that difficult. You do the work, and that's all it is. There's no pill, there's no surgery, there's no magic diet, there's no whatever. You change yourself. I think it really is important. You got to be cool with what's on the inside. I think it's really important. Much more so than the outside. I mean, I think that my lack of style is charming. Especially the Boston hat. But I think I am cool with who I am on the inside. I think that especially when you get to like on a television show, and I'm on a bunch of different shows, and we do stuff like this. I mean, I'm in the public eye a lot, and when you're in the public eye, you get a lot of criticism, and I've heard several things that people say about my weight, and they'll make fun of me. People say things, and it takes a lot of fortitude, to really just be like, whatever, I'm cool with that, you know what I mean? And it's not one of these things of just Oh well, yeah, you can say that, but I'm laughing myself all the way to the back. Like it's not that. It has nothing to do with it. It's more about just like, no, I actually like who I am. Like I enjoy working with my friends. I enjoy my TV show. I enjoy what I do for a living, and I enjoy what I've accomplished. Really just like be cool with yourself. Just know who you are, know what you want to get out of life, know what your goals are, and know that if there is a God, I think that no matter what religion you are, I think He really is just, He's saying the same thing to everybody else, and it's not be pretty or be skinny or be Brad Pitt or something like this. It's just don't be an asshole. Don't you? I mean, basically, if I was God, I'd just like, look, guys, I gave you all this stuff, just don't be an asshole. Hi, this is Duff Goldman. On behalf of Project Heal, remember, life is short. Eat dessert first.